What is up, guys? It's your boy Sparker and you're back at it again with another video. Now in this video for Sparktober 2023, I'm going to be doing a Destiny tier list going from Destiny 1 up to where we're at in Destiny 2 Season of the Witch. Now, do take in mind these are my opinions. I have actually been around since Destiny was announced for the first time. And there's some things I haven't even played, so do keep that in mind. But anyways, let's get started with the tier list. So we're gonna look at, okay, here's Destiny 1. I'll be honest, I was super hyped for this game, super hyped for it. I began getting impatient with it. I pre-ordered it years in advance. But I'm gonna be honest and just say I'm gonna put Destiny 1 in the C tier. And here's why. It was good, but it didn't quite reach my expectations. Actually, I'm gonna put this in D tier. It was. Is there an in between? Okay, we'll just put it in C tier. I liked it. I liked it, honestly. Wasn't the most amazing experience. It definitely wasn't. It definitely felt like there was stuff cut out. Like, I don't even know how to express it, but I mean, it was nothing amazing, but decent start to the franchise. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, there's no story to it." Well, I mean, to be fair, they're trying to start up the Destiny franchise. Like, this is the introduction to what's to come. So, to me, it was like it was good, nothing amazing. Eh, not really the most mind blowing thing. All right, next up we have, where's the first expansion? Was it this one or okay, the Dark Below. Dark Below, not the greatest story. It was okay. Um but I definitely do like how a small expansion like this has actually become one of the most impactful uh, stories in the game, because I mean, not only do we get a really good raid, but it's what happens in the raid that sets up a lot of things. It sets up Taken King. It sets up, well, it sets up Taken King, builds up to, which then builds up to Savathun, and yeah, I mean, it was great. You got a really iconic raid too, so I had to put this in B tier. Again, not the most amazing experience, but the fact that this was like the spark that ignited that the storyline with Crota, and then Oryx wanting revenge, and then Seventeen's like, I'll do better. I'm better than you guys, kind of thing. Not the most amazing experience though. So next up we got Curse of the Wolves, or this second expansion we got before Taken King. I'll be honest, I didn't like it. I didn't really like it that much, but we did get Prison of the Elders, which is an okay game mode, but it's a tough one between F and D tier, but I'm gonna put it in D tier just because we did get Prison of Elders, which is a pretty fun game mode. I wish we got it back, but it's not very memorable to me. I didn't really like playing through it, to where it's like I don't remember anything from it. So there's that. Now we got Taken King, which did some really amazing stuff to Destiny 1, to be honest. Like, we got new supers, or new subclasses. We got a really cool antagonist. Really good music too. Like, I gotta be honest and just say, I think Taken King has the best soundtrack of all other major releases. So we also got a pretty cool raid too. And we just got it back to last year in Destiny 2. So, and we got some new armor too. A lot of good armor. So I'm gonna put this in S tier. Like, there's no, I would understand if someone wanted an A, but anything below A, it's like, dude, play through it. You'll see what I mean. It's really good. It was a lot of fun too. And the Dreadnought's a really good location too. I wish we can explore it again, but I guess there's really no need to go back. Next up, we have Rise of Iron, which it's cool. We get to become Iron Lords in the end. It was cool to kind of see that. We finally got some story with Lord Saladin. We got to go back to a different version of the Cosmo Jewel. We have Siva, which was really cool. Like the idea of Siva, which it was really cool redesign on the Fallen, or faction of the Fallen. But I never really played through the raid, so I think it was pretty good. Decent. Armor wasn't as good as Taken King, but still enjoyed it. I'll have to put this in maybe B tier as well. Again, not the most amazing thing, but I wish we can get Siva back. And I just really wish Rise of Iron felt more important in the overall story, other than introducing us to Lord Saladin in terms of the story. But if it had a better or more impactful story to what's going on right now in the franchise, then I would have put it in A tier. But yeah. Alright, so now we're here at Destiny 2 Vanilla, which they revamped the gameplay quite a bit actually from Destiny 1, which I really appreciated. There's some things where like you could grab onto the edges. Well, that's really it. Like that, and they finally brought Destiny to PC, which I'll be honest, it feels like really good experience on PC. I have no way to explain it. Like this is more like you'll have to experience it for yourself, but I felt like it was a very smooth experience. Again, that's probably mostly because I went to PC, but the story was good. Like, not gonna lie, like just losing a traveler for a bit, or your light was like whoa, but we pulled through. Really good story, or pretty good story, I should say. But the post game stuff was meh. So I had to put this in C tier as well. And I didn't really like the fact that we had to lose everything, and I didn't even get to transfer over my character from Xbox to PC, but I guess that's fine. Alright, now we're in the smaller expansions. Which came first? Yeah, some of this I can't really see. I can't really see some of this, to be honest. Well, we got some seasonal stuff. Is this Forsaken? I think this is Forsaken. I don't know. Oh, wait, here it is. Here's that other expansion. Wait, no. Where's the Coast of Osiris expansion? Is that missing? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, it's hard to see. I didn't like this experience. I mean, it was cool to get Mercury as a location to explore, but finally got introduced to Osiris, but I didn't really care about it. Didn't like it that much, so we're putting an F tier in a heartbeat. I don't got much else to say about it. It's cool they introduced Mercury as a location to explore, but it wasn't really amazing. Wasn't that much fun. Not much else I could say about it. Over here, we get Mars back, but a different location on Mars, but again, it didn't feel very impactful to me, so yeah, I'm putting an F tier as well. Yeah, these two expansions, smaller expansions, just does not feel very good at all. Yeah, let's just move on to the next thing. Okay, here's Forsaken. I think Forsaken was really good. Oh, the fact that the fact that Cade was no longer a part of the story for a while now because, well, the whole idea of Forsaken's like, yeah, you kind of want revenge on Aldrin for getting Cade out of the picture now. Like, it was such a good story. Like, you can definitely tell this had an impact on the characters like Ikora. You could feel it as a fan, like especially as a hunter. Like, Cade just gone was like, huh. Like, I can't believe it. Like, it hit us. Like, it was like, whoa. They actually can't believe they did that. I don't even know how to explain it. It was a lot of fun too. We got to Tangled Shore, we got Spider. It's a pretty good experience, I'll say. Not my favorite. Um, I did, I think some people put an S tier, but I don't think it's up there. At least for me, because it's like, well, it created a really good story, but it's like, man, you got Cade. Cade was no longer a part of the story for a long time because of this expansion. So, and the beginning, like, this isn't Bungie's fault, but it's not the same not hearing Nathan Fillion's voice in the beginning of Forsaken. It's Nolan North, which he does a good job, but it's not the same. Which, because of the... That's not a big reason why it's A tier, but to me it's like... It was a lot of fun, but to me it wasn't as impactful as overall experience as Taken King. I think what saves it for me, like, yes, you did get two exploration locations, but what makes Taken King a better expansion than Forsaken was the story, the music, the raid too. The raid to me is much more enjoyable than the Last Wish raid. And Dreaming City isn't even that great of a location. I don't know. It was cool to get some Taken armor though, at least. Or, yeah, it was cool to be able to do that. Alright, next up, I think we have seasons now. This is where it gets rocky for me. This is where things get really, really rocky for me. We're gonna have to look up the seasons in order. Okay, all seasons. We're just gonna have to go through this. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna also put a link to this in the description below. If this is more for myself, so if I need to go back to it and see what it was like, now we can see it. Red War, Curse of Osiris, Warmind, Season of the Outlaw. I guess that's Spider. Well, I'll be honest. I don't think I really did anything. So, where is it? Okay, didn't really play this. Didn't really play through this expansion either. Nor did I play through this one. Don't think I played through this one. What is this one? Is that the pirate one? I don't know. I don't really know. I'll also add a little more to this. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so Season of Opulence didn't get into that as well. Season of the... Wow. We're really gonna have to zoom in on this. Season of the... Okay. I should have done this sooner. Didn't really play through this either. Think I played through this for a bit. I'm gonna put this in F tier because it was just... I think I remember playing through this season. It just... I tried getting back into Destiny and this wasn't cutting it for me. I had a hard time getting back into it. There's times, but after Destiny 2 Vanilla came out, I stopped playing Destiny for a while because it was just hard to keep up with the post game stuff when you don't have anyone to play with. It's just kind of the reality of being on PC before most of your friends were, and before even realizing LFGs were a thing. I don't think I played through this season either. I think this is the pirate one. Well, okay, let's get into Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep, it's cool to be back in the moon, but it was not that great of a story, so I think it wasn't that great of an expansion at all. I mean, it definitely was the the Shadowkeep year was definitely when I got back into Destiny, but I didn't really like this expansion that much. I'm gonna put it in F tier. I did not like the story at all. The music was meh too. But again, it's cool to be back at the moon. But that's not enough for me to put this any higher. So this is where it gets fun, I guess. Let's see. Shadowkeep, Season of Undying, Season of Dawn, Season of... Okay, so Season of Arrivals was... Yeah. Okay, Season of Arrivals was really that time when I got back into it, especially because that's when the world went into lockdown or quarantine. Everybody was locked up in their houses, basically. Not much to do, so I was like, yeah, I'll get back to Destiny. And man, I liked this season quite a bit. It was really good. Although I don't like how this is going to be the expansion that is known for being the reason why we lost content. So what ruins this expansion, or not expansion, season for me is we lost a lot of content. Content that I paid $60 for. Like, I pre-ordered Destiny 2 Vanilla, and not only did this game become free to play at one point, but we lost that content. So I'm putting this in... I'm going to put this in F tier just because of that. That... Ugh. Beyond Light was a good expansion, but... And I really like how they introduced stasis and the whole aspect system. It was really nice. Europa is also a really fun place to explore. The raid is very good as well. I think it was good. I mean, most people put it in B tier, but I think I'm going to put it in A tier because I think the Beyond Light year was actually a lot of fun. It was really cool to finally get a darkness subclass. Music's okay, but I don't know. I mean, it was a pretty cool expansion for me. I'm not going to lie. Next up, we have... What was the first season for this? I don't remember. Did I? Okay, I think we're missing Season of the Hunted, I think. This is Haunted, but Season of the Hunt, though. Okay, I'm going to assume this is Season of the Hunt, actually. So, not that great of a season at all, to be honest. I didn't like the Wrathborn stuff, so... Assuming this is Season of the Hunted, I'm putting in a D tier. Didn't like the season very much, but everything else after was significantly better. Next up we have... Yeah, I really don't have a lot to say about it. It's cool to finally get Aldrin, or better yet, Aldrin Reborn as the Crow, which I really like the Crow. He was a really good character. He still is a really good character. I really love how he wants to be better. He's just a very interesting character to explore. Next one. What's the next one after this? Season of the Hunt. Season of the Chosen. Season of Chosen. Where is that? Where is Season of the Chosen? Oh. Oh, okay, this is where we get Keitel. Um yeah, so that looks like it's missing from this list. Yeah. So if I had to put that season anywhere, I'd have to put it in C tier. Maybe even actually no, B tier, cuz it's actually really cool that we're now teaming up with the Cabal. Like this is I guess perhaps the first time we're truly teaming up with an enemy factions, I guess, or I don't know how to explain it, but we're actually teaming up with the type of characters who we once thought were always going to be our enemies, but now some of them actually become our allies in the fight against the darkness. So I'm putting it in B tier because it introduced a good seasonal game mode. Story was really good, especially the ending where Crow's identity was hidden from Zavala the entire time until the end. Once Zavala realizes, hey, this is actually who was once Aldrin. And it's like, let's give this guy a chance, I guess. Or it was hard for him to accept that, hey, this is who was once Aldrin, but who did not do something very good to him, something that hit all of us in the hearts. But basically, he's the one that took out Kate. But B tier for Season of the Hunt. No, Chosen. Now we're into Season of the Splicer, which really cool theme. We're teamed up with the Elixni, who were once known as the Fallen, but now they're called Elixni. But this is a really cool expansion. I don't even know how to say it. The theme, the I don't know how to explain it. The time was really awesome. We got some good weapons too. The game mode was pretty decent. It's just a really awesome expansion. So I'm gonna put this in A tier. This was a really fun season for me. This was personally my most favorite season of all time. Next up we have Season of the... Well, what's it called? Season of the Lost. Yeah, I'll be honest, this was a very boring one. I didn't even like the game modes at all. I didn't like the weekly stuff for it. This is what made me lose interest in Destiny. Like, or started to make me lose interest. So, this was a very boring season. So, I'm going to put this in D tier. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just felt like a drag. It was just so boring and long. It was cool that Savathun's were like, hey, we need to do something to weaken Savathun. I think that was the story behind that. I don't know. The ending was pretty cool, I guess, but not that great of a season. Now we get into Witch Queen, which story was really, really good, but Throne World's okay. I haven't really played the raid yet. It was fun. It was fun, but not the most amazing experience. So I don't know. I'm gonna put this in B tier because Beyond Light at least had something for me to keep going back to, or like it was more enjoyable for me, I guess. Witch Queen, yes, really good story, but I don't know. It didn't introduce a new darkness subclass. I think that's what knocks it down for me. And to be honest, I think the new subclass that we just got in Lightfall, what's it called? I'm forgetting the words. But the subclass that was introduced in Lightfall feels like it should have been meant for Witch Queen. In fact, even the... Am I the only one who thinks the armor for... I don't know. There's a armor set that gives me Rambo vibes. That it just makes me feel like that armor set was more meant... More for Witch Queen. I don't know. That the armor for Lightfall... This armor right here more specifically, you see on the Titan. It just gives me Rambo vibes, and it just makes me feel like this armor should have been for Witch Queen. But anyways, let's move on. Oh, that's where Season of Chosen is. Yeah, let's put it in B tier. I can't believe I totally missed that. Wow, that's embarrassing. Anyways, we got this expansion, which we lost Amanda Holiday, but no, that's later on. This right here, not very memorable actually. I'm gonna put this in D tier just because I didn't really care much. Actually, F tier. I didn't care much about this expansion. I don't have a lot of other things to say about it. Season of the Haunted. This was a really cool theme, but I couldn't. Again, I didn't really like the repetitiveness. This is just more examples of why it got a little boring, but cool theme. It was cool to finally explore or walk around the Leviathan, but putting in D tier. Again, like I began to like Destiny 2 less as we got more of these seasons because it was like, okay, this is very repetitive. It's kind of getting boring now. Now we're at the Pirates season. What's it? Season of the Plunder, right? Yes, Season of the Plunder. It's a cool theme, I'll admit, but couldn't stay hooked to it as well. So I'm putting in C tier. Pirates! Gotta quote Drifter there, but it's cool intro. Story is a lot more interesting, but again, the seasonal game mode is meh. I don't know how else to say it. This season right here, we're trying to, I guess, save the war mine, like the war mine. Yeah, I don't care about it, to be honest. I didn't. This is truly what set me off from Destiny. I was like, okay, I don't like this that much, so I'm putting in F tier. There's actually quite a bit of F tier stuff. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the 30th anniversary. When was this? Well, before I move on, the 30th anniversary, I honestly regret spending $30 on this for me to barely play it, so it's cool to get the Gjallarhorn back, but yeah, I didn't like it. Putting in F tier. I don't even like the whole I don't really like everything about it, basically. I regret it. I wish I could get that $30 back. Oh well. I've invested a lot in this franchise. Maybe a little too, in fact, more than I should have, but oh well. I'm getting back into it now, so. Now we're in Lightfall, which story's not great. I was expecting I'll be honest, I wasn't very thrilled about it when it was announced. I really wasn't. Like, the retro theme seemed cool, but it was like, I don't know. It didn't feel like a Infinity War hype for me. Like, to me, Lightfall is supposed to be the Infinity War for Destiny. And everything from the 3 seasons we've gone so far in Lightfall feels like it should be like Ant-Man and the Wasp and I guess Captain Marvel type of stories. I don't know. Lightfall is just, I don't know. Not very thrilled about it. I haven't even played the raid yet, so yeah. I really like the super, at least, or the new subclass. I can't believe I forgot the name for this subclass, but I can't decide where to put it. I'm gonna have to put this in a... Oh, where do I put this? I'll put it in D tier. Wasn't that great, but could be better. This season of the Defiance. Sad that we lost Amanda Holiday, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna consider it. I never played it, so I never really played it. I don't know what else to say about it. Season of the Deep. The idea seems really cool, but I'll admit, yes, I didn't really play through it that much, so I can't really say enough about it. So I'm also putting this in never played. Alright, let me just reword this. Didn't play at all or enough. Didn't play at all or enough. Now we're into Season of Witch, which this is getting me back into Destiny. This is a pretty cool season. This is a cool season, but I don't know what else to say about it. It's pretty cool that we're now seeing Eris embrace or become a hive goddess, pseudo goddess, as I'm gonna consider her. It's pretty cool, but nothing amazing. It is definitely getting me back to the Destiny franchise. I don't know, I mean, this season to me just feels like the season where, yeah, it kind of feels like Bungie's now listening to us kind of season, but I'm not very thrilled about it. Or, like, I'm not blown away by it, so I'm just gonna put it in C tier. Good story. Okay story, but the theme is really cool, I'll admit. Wow, okay, so I'm looking at all this. Nothing has beat Taken King for me. I'm really tempted on whether or not I should put Witch... Nah, I'm not gonna put Witch Queen in with Beyond Light, because I feel like if I play the raid, it would determine if I want to put an A tier alongside Beyond Light or not, but again, I don't think a lot of people put Beyond Light in A tier, but I am, personally. Really enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, the vanilla stuff belongs in C tier. Yeah. Yeah, that wraps it up, guys. That's my tier list of the Destiny franchise from Season 1 till... Well, Destiny 1 up until Season of Witches. Where we're at now. But yeah, this took a bit longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. Really enjoyed making this. But thank you for watching, guys. I know tier list videos are not the most entertaining, but I say why not? I have fun watching these videos or listening to them every now and then, and I'm like, why not try this again for myself? Because I did the Star Wars one, which there's some, yes, I'll admit, I have some opinions that in the Star Wars franchise that some will disagree with, like maybe putting Force Awakens. I think I put Force Awakens in C tier, but I don't know. I digress. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.